Okay, hello racing fans. I decided to make a short video to give you some tips and hints how you can make your Rima Raptor faster, because I just dismounted my car and wanted to share this with you. Topic of today is your steering. You can make it more precise. The problem is that when you drive some batteries, your bearings, they will become some play here. Yeah, it's not the bearing, but it's a seat of the bearing. So you can optimize that. We have this seats, maybe it's better when I show you here. Yeah, here you can see it. This one has a little bit play. No. So what I do is I glue with super glue, with thin super glue, just the walls here of the bearing seat. Okay, take just a little bit of super glue on a toothpick and glue this one. I first explain it, then I will show it to you how I do it. I glue every 4 of them. The same is what I do is with the accenters, the bearings which are sitting in the accenter. I glue this with super glue too. Let it dry and then press the bearing in. Then you have here a lot of less play. Okay. Second hind is glue the screws, the down screw of the bearing post of your steering post for the bearings, glue them in. So when you unscrew your ball heads, the upper ball heads, you know, it's just the ball head that becomes loose. When this is tight here, you won't unscrew the post, you know, just the ball head. So glue this screw in. And what I do too is when you have shims here under the ball head, the shim under the ball head, if you use some, glue them too. Okay, just glue them here so they won't fall off, because when you screw it and then you have the bearing, you have one shim, and then you have the spacers, and you have to handle everything somehow. So when they are just glued on, you have not so much to worry about. Okay, that can fall down your table or something like this. Okay, these are some hints, and the last hint is round the edges of your post here. Okay, with you can do this with sandpaper, or you can just take the post in a Dremel or in a screwdriver and just round it a little bit. The point is, you have here, when everything is working, you have on this place here, you have a big force, and the bearing here, it's just working, and this becomes flat. The ball head will flatten this, and you won't take off. You can't take off the bearing then. Yeah, it will just jam. So when you round this here, not to make play in the bearing, but just the edges, you can get off the bearing lighter. Okay, This is important when you're racing and you want just change your setup. You have to be fast, you know, to adjust the ground clearance, to get off the spacers, or just change the spacers fast because you want more ground clearance or less ground clearance. You have changed your tires, and then you have these effects here. Your shim becomes loose and rolls away, and you can't get off the bearing, and it just locks, and time is running, you know. So just prepare your car, and you can just work on it a lot faster and more precise, and it's just good for your nerves, okay? If you know what I mean, you can shut the video down here. Rest of the video is I will show you how I glue in the bearings. Okay. First I have to search my glue. It's a very thin and light glue. I have a toothpick here. I have a toothpick in my box. So what I do is like this here. Not so much glue. Just glue the inner sides. It's even good when the car is new, just glue it. Because the bearing seats, it's just PLR, you know, they become harder, and it will just hold longer. I've raced this for lots of batteries now, so it's not that bad. The parts hold good, they are reliable, but just prepare them good, and you will have a very reliable car, you know. And don't press the bearings in when the glue is fresh. It has first to dry out, and then you can press them in. It's important that you take a very thin glue. You will just see after that the play becomes less, you know. What I do is with the back extenters, I don't glue just the inner side of the extenter, but I also glue the outer side of the extenter, because you can have play between the holder and the extenter too. Okay. Good. This is a little bit much, but it's okay. That's it. By the way, when you disassemble your car, you can check here. You can check the play of your bearings, should not be so much. Okay, if everything goes freely and you have a very good steering with less play. Okay, I hope I could help you a little bit. Have fun racing.